In the first part of this 2-video series, I flew from Moses Lake down to Richland, one of the Tri-Cities. In this video, I head north out of Richland, fly over the Hanford nuclear site, land at a new airport, and finally head back to Moses Lake.
Richland Airport. Automated weather observation. 1814 Zulu. Weather. Wind. Calm. Visibility 103,300. Scattered. Temperature 1 Celsius. Dew point 6. Altimeter 3031.
Stupid fly. I don't really want to be flying with this.
Richland Airport. Automated weather observation. 1814 Zulu. Weather. Wind. Calm. Visibility 103,300. Scattered. Temperature 1 Celsius. Dew point 6.
Traffic experimental 211 unit. Reporting 01 Richmond.
Richland traffic, Lancer 269 Papa Lima, taxiing from the hangars to the gas pumps.
Richland traffic, Silver Loscombe, taking off runway 1. I'll be making a left turn out, departing the area to the northwest, Richland. Oil pressure's good, oil temperature's good. Some still have that bump in mind that I thought that I felt.
Traffic 7 Victor Zulu, about 5 miles northwest, inbound for landing. Left traffic for 01 Richland.
Richland traffic, Lancer 269 Papa Lima, taxiing to the hangars.
Headed back north from Richland, I couldn't resist flying over the Hanford site. I figured there would be some Karens that would tell me it's illegal for me to fly over this area, so I'm going to take this opportunity to explain the error of their ways. This outline defines an obvious area on the VFR chart. Along the southwest edge of the outline is a description of what that area is. It reads, For reasons of national security, pilots are requested to avoid flight at and below 1,800 feet MSL in this area. First, even if we assume regulations are legal, this is not a regulation. Clear in the text is that it's a mere request. I don't have to stay above 1,800 feet mean sea level. I can fly lower than that if I want. The ground is around 300 feet above sea level, so the request is for the airplane to stay at least 1,500 feet above the ground. The only regulation regarding how high and where I fly says that I have to stay at least 500 feet away from people and structures. So if I wanted to, I could buzz around at ground level in most of this area, just staying 500 feet laterally from buildings and people. Or I could climb to a mere 500 feet above the ground and fly over the various structures here. While I generally think government is a scourge run by evil morons, I actually didn't mind respecting this request. I'm perfectly okay keeping a very moderate distance from nuclear power plants and other sensitive or dangerous structures. After I was done buzzing around, however, I actually descended to about ground level and messed around near and over the Columbia River while still within this special region. I was nowhere near any people or structures. I'm perfectly content at having respected the spirit of the request.
It's interesting, two long roads that don't go any further. They kind of go out and stop and meet in the middle here. I wonder what that's all about. Yeah, so off to the left is one. Off straight ahead is another one. Looks like they're at a 90-degree angle. And I'm not sure what those are. And there's just a road that goes by there. Yeah, let's fly over and see if we can see anything. Oh, that almost looks like a visitor center or something. It's kind of fancy. But I don't know what these two 90-degree things are with a little building at the end. And there's a building halfway out. The pipe looks like a pipe. Interesting. There's the end of the other one, off the right wingtip there. Don't know.
This is the Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory. Apparently, it detects gravitational waves. There are two such facilities, and they operate in concert. The other is in Livingston, Louisiana. Caltech, MIT, and others built and are responsible for operating the project. You can read all about it online. The Columbia Generating Station is a nuclear power plant owned and operated by Energy Northwest. It was fired up in 1984 and produces 1.2 megawatts of electricity, about 10% of what is generated in the Evergreen State. I don't know much about nuclear power plants, but I do know that they generally have massive concrete cooling towers, or at least I think they do. Anyway, this power plant has 6 low-profile, fan-driven cooling towers. I thought that was interesting. The plant's spent fuel rods are in a spent fuel pool, a short-term storage option, until a national repository can be built. There is no projected start date for the national repository. For this reason, dry casks have been brought to the plant to free up space in the pool.
Oh, I just had a 600 foot a minute updraft there. That was exciting. At least 600.
The Hanford site is a large area, nearly 600 square miles, in south-central Washington, created toward the end of World War II. It had the world's first full-scale plutonium production reactor, B reactor. Hanford contained 9 reactors in total along the shores of the Columbia River. All of the reactors were shut down between 1965 and 1987. The plutonium created here was used in the first atomic bomb as part of the Trinity test, and in Fat Man, the bomb that was dropped on Nagasaki. The catch is that creating plutonium is a messy process and leaves behind scads of toxic waste. The Hanford site is a debacle of epic proportions. There are 177 underground storage tanks. Let me stop there. Did the government think that, rather than placing the tanks above ground where they would be easy to inspect, let's go to a lot of extra work digging massive holes in the ground, and the bonus will be that we won't ever be able to tell if the tanks are leaking? Epic stupidity. Anyway, 177 underground tanks. They're filled with about 56 million gallons of highly radioactive and chemically hazardous waste, the byproduct of decades of plutonium production. The tanks range from 55,000 gallons in capacity to more than 1 million gallons. The earliest tanks are from the 1940s, the most recent from the early 70s. Their design life is 25 years. Let me repeat that. The earliest tanks are from the 1940s, the most recent from the early 70s. Their design life is 25 years. At least 67 are assumed to have leaked. The big concern is that the nuclear waste will enter groundwater and the Columbia River. They're working on a treatment plant. My confidence in a happy outcome is not high. They're already late and over budget. Color me shocked. You can read more details online.
That's a frickin' mansion. Right off the
Richmond traffic,
left
drag
wing.
Richard 4 Alpha, 3.5 mile final, runway 1 full stop, Richmond.
Oh, we got a fisherman right below us. Didn't even notice him.
Richland traffic, try patient 4 and Alpha, 2 mile final, runway 1, full stop, Richland. Richland traffic, try patient 4 and Alpha, short final, runway 1, full stop, Richland. Richland traffic, try patient 4 and Alpha is clear the active, will be taxiing north hangars. Yeah, Alpha Bravo, Richland.
Holy crap. Bird. Just glad he didn't dive. I thought, oh man, if he dives, that could be bad news.
Overligger, traffic Scott, 750, 3 tangos out of 2,500 for 2,000, and we are 10 and a half south of the airport, bound for landing, mostly.
So, probably have 4 gallons left on this tank. Let's go ahead and switch tanks. Ward and traffic, Silver Luscombe, 2 miles to the west, overflying the field at a 2700 Ward. Yeah, there it is. Ward and traffic, Silver Luscombe is orbiting the field at 2800 Ward.
Loop traffic, Skyhawk 832 Delta Charlie, turning final 20, full stop, Wilbur.
Oh, yeah, there's the windsock. It's pretty calm today, so I doubt that 101 over the ground. .91, 90 over the ground. So there's a good breeze coming from the south. So it's a lot better going south. Warden traffic, Silver Last Compass maneuvering for a 45 for a left downwind for 17 Warden. One 122.9, 122.9. Warden traffic, Silver Last comes on a 45 for a left downwind for 17 Warden. Yeah, actually there's smoke right there. Wasn't even looking at that. Warden traffic, Silver Last come left downwind 17 Warden.
Cashmere traffic, Skylane 4, Victor Julia, 10 miles to the northwest, descending through 6,200, inbound for Cashmere.
Warden traffic, Silver Last come final 17 Warden. Didn't hear anybody, don't see anybody. 70, 69. Try to fly these finals a little bit slower. This isn't a lot slower. I don't even know where the threshold is. Maybe right there. That was nice. Yeah, it's good enough for now. So actually there's hardly any wind on the ground here. So I'll just take off downhill and head out to the north. Warden traffic, Silver Last comes taking off 35 for a straight out departure to the north, Warden. was a really good approach.
Waterville traffic, 84 Yankee on a long downwind, forward 25.
So I don't know if I've landed at Wharton before. I don't think I have. I'm not sure how I missed that. Moses Lake traffic, Silver Luscombe, 10 miles to the southeast. And I'm going to overfly the field, take a look at the windsock, Moses Lake.
Nancy traffic, Mooney 1 Bravo Golf, right crosswind to right downwind, runway 12, full stop for Nancy.
Moses Lake traffic, Skyhawk 39 uniform is 4 miles west of the field, going to cross midfield at 2500 to maneuver into the right downwind for runway 34, full stop, Moses Lake.
I'll let that guy land and ask him what the windsock is doing. So I would say when I landed at Wharton, it was pretty calm on the ground. There was a little wind up here, but I think I could land it either way just fine. Although landing uphill is nice. Yeah, he probably was just talking to Tower. Probably Grant County Tower.
Moses Lake traffic, Skyhawk 39 uniform is overflying midfield 2500 to move to right downwind, runway 34, full stop, Moses Lake. Moses Lake traffic, Skyhawk 39 uniforms, turn base to final, full stop, runway 34, Moses Lake.
Moses Lake traffic, Silver Luscombe's on a 45 for a right downwind for 3-4, Moses Lake. And for the Skyhawk there at Moses Lake, is the windsock favoring 3-4?
The wind's kind of variable, but it seems to be favoring 3-4, 39 uniform, Skyhawk.
Cool, thank you. It looks like someone's burning something there at the southeast corner of the airport.
Moses Lake traffic, Skyhawk 39 uniforms clear, runway 34, Moses Lake.
Moses Lake traffic, Silver Luscombe, right downwind 3-4, Moses Lake. Your hangar door is closed.
Moses Lake traffic, White Cub, 4 miles to the east. We're setting up for 45 downwind to runway 34, full stop, Moses Lake.
Moses Lake traffic, Silver Luscombe, final 3-4, Moses Lake. Yeah, and I'm high. Yeah, long. Okay, that was bad.
I immediately proceeded to do about a half dozen practice landings, focusing on slowing my approach speed, hitting the mark, and lessening my rollout distance.
Yeah, I was a little fast. Moses Lake traffic, Silver Luskin was clear of 3-4, Moses Lake.